dialogue, colleagues, permanent secretaries, Your Excellencies, heads of mission, church affairs of EU member states accredited to Zimbabwe, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, good morning to you all. Allow me to welcome you all to this first session of the Zimbabwe-EU Partnership Dialogue. As you are aware, the Samoa Agreement, which is the successor to the Cotonou Partnership Agreement, has ushered in a new framework of cooperation between the European Union and the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States. This new partnership dialogue offers prospects for constructive engagement on a number of areas to foster sustainable development for our mutual benefit. With the benefit of hindsight and experience, we should avoid the pitfalls of the past if we are to succeed in what we want to do. There's always need to have a shared understanding of the scope of the dialogue. We also need clarity on where we are coming from and the intended destination. At the outset, I wish to emphasize that the very idea of partnership dialogue denotes common interests, shared values, mutual respect for each other, and equality. These principles should underpin our engagement. As we embark on this important dialogue process, let us be mindful of the complex challenges and crises bedeviling the world and our collective resolve to make the world a better place for all. This dialogue should provide fresh impetus to the relations between Zimbabwe and the EU as a bloc and between Zimbabwe and individual EU member states. So we are actually excited and looking forward to the dialogue. Zimbabwe deeply appreciates and desires to strengthen, deepen, and broaden cooperation between the government of Zimbabwe and the European Union. Zimbabwe is a friend to all and an enemy to none, and is also open for business. These are not slogans, but guiding principles of our diplomatic engagements and practices. Through Vision 2030, the government, under the astute leadership of the President, His Excellency Dr. Emmerson Mnangagwa, is committed to steer this country towards an empowered and prosperous upper-middle income society by 2030. We continue to count on the support and partnership of the EU towards this noble endeavor. Let me hasten to add that Zimbabwe engages with the rest of the world as an equal partner with something to offer which others, including the EU, also desire to have. We note the existing EU trade relations which are enshrined in the EU ESA Free Trade Agreement. Zimbabwe has enjoyed a positive trade balance. The EU ESA EPA also includes Comoros, Madagascar, Mauritius, and Seychelles. We are also grateful for the invaluable support from the European Union under the multi-annual indicative program and the instrument Neighborhood Development and International Cooperation Framework. We look forward to more cooperation under the Global Gateway Initiative, which in our case currently covers gender equality and women's empowerment and greener and climate-smart agriculture. I wish to also express the government of Zimbabwe's appreciation for the role the EU is playing in the platform dialogue on arrears clearance and debt resolution. I take this opportunity to reiterate Zimbabwe's commitment to that process as pronounced by the President, His Excellency Dr. Emmerson Mnangagwa, on Monday, 25th November 2024, at the Harare International Conference Center, where he reiterated Zimbabwe's commitment to the dialogue process. Finally, I wish to observe that we've come a long way, and as such, the tangible achievements should be clearly evident to the people of Zimbabwe from this dialogue process. This is a clear indication that going forward, there is need to reset our agenda, cognizant of the reforms being implemented across the socio-economic and political sectors. Let me hasten to add that, as has always been emphasized by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, the reform agenda we embarked on in all key sectors of our economy and society are for the benefit of the people of Zimbabwe and are founded on our national imperatives. Partners are always welcome to work with us on this journey in line with our needs. We may not always agree on everything all the time. This is normal among friends and cooperating partners. What is important, though, is to build on those areas where we have convergence, where we navigate and manage our differences. We are therefore keen to engage with the European Union, and I'm confident that we will have fruitful deliberations based on the principles of partnership. At this point, let me invite my co-chair, the head of the European Union delegation, Ambassador Cashman, to give his welcome remarks as well. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the European Union and the EU member states, for this session, as you said, it's the first session of the partnership dialogue between the Republic of and the European Union. It is not the first time we meet in that constellation, because we had before the political dialogue. Let me extend our gratitude to the Republic of Zimbabwe for today's meeting, with particular thanks to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade for representing the government and co-chairing this session. The European Union highly values this opportunity for dialogue, and we reaffirm our ambition to continue deepening the constructive partnership between Zimbabwe and the EU. This dialogue provides an essential platform for frank and constructive exchanges on matters of shared interest, while, as you said as well, also addressing issues where our views may differ. An open and continuous dialogue enables us to foster mutual understanding and engagement, which is critical for a lasting partnership. Today's session marks the fifth iteration of our formal partnership dialogue. For the EU, this demonstrates the importance we attach to nurturing a relationship based on trust, respect, and shared goals. We are not only here to exchange views, but to explore concrete avenues where we can deepen cooperation for the benefit for both Zimbabwe and the European Union. We recognize Zimbabwe's commitment to engaging with us as equal partners, and we look forward to today's discussion in that spirit. As partners, we cooperate on areas of shared values and interests, many of which are enshrined in Zimbabwe's own constitution, including the respect for human rights and the Sustainable Development Goals agenda. We are particularly committed to promoting a strengthened relationship that opens doors to increased trade and investment in Zimbabwe. And I think in that respect, we have a lot to offer as well. We believe that fostering governance, transparency, and accountability has the potential to enhance investment climate and bring mutual benefits, including economic growth and prosperity for Zimbabwe. Additionally, we see great potential in further collaboration on the structured dialogue platform on arrears clearance and debt resolution. We just had a high-level meeting last Monday with His Excellency the President, which we believe can be an engine for governance and economic reform and opening the door for sovereign lending for Zimbabwe. As we discuss topics of mutual interest today, ranging from the economic development, trade and investment, climate change and biodiversity, to human rights, governance, and the regional and global issues, we do so with the aim of fostering a balanced, respectful, and productive exchange. We cannot ignore the broader global context in which this dialogue takes place. Russia's aggression against Ukraine has destabilized the international order and is a matter of great concern for the EU, as well as the conflict in the Middle East and the ongoing conflicts on the African continent. We believe it is crucial for all nations, including Zimbabwe, to work together towards upholding the principles of peace, sovereignty, and multilateralism that are fundamental to global stability. In conclusion, my co-chair, Ambassador Chimbindi, we are grateful for Zimbabwe's commitment to this formal partnership dialogue as covered by the Samoa Agreement, in which both sides are duly mandated by their respective governments to take decisions and make commitments which will further strengthen our partnership and lay the groundwork for deeper cooperation in the future. Thank you, and we look forward to today's discussion and continued engagement. Thank you.